have to do it on YouTube live. I can't do recordings because it's too much data. I guess too many gigabytes. But anyway, tonight we're gonna talk politics. This channel I usually talk about sobriety. I have people on to talk about sobriety. It's been a while since I've had some people on, but I have some people lined up actually. So one is a famous TikToker. He's supposed to be coming on this week. He talks about sobriety on TikTok. He's got a big following. My other buddy, he's on vacation, but he said in a week or so. So just I'm gonna stop talking about it and just put it out there. Just make it happen. Anyway, so here we go. We got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about. All right, let's start with Venezuela. Now, I have mixed feelings about what happened, what went down, but overall, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good move. I trust Trump's judgment. I think I liked him more in 2016, but we can get into that. I mean, he's taking large donations from certain people, and it's not really the same. He's not really the same type of character. I mean, he's still a Trump, but different, definitely different. He's getting older too. I gotta remember that. But all right, let's get into it though. I do want to show before I'll go on next after, but there's this really cool video. And tonight we're just gonna be talking shit. Yeah, we can talk about Maduro, Iran going crazy. And with Iran, Israel is promoting. They've been doing some groundwork and sabotage work and espionage. They've been wanting to see that government get overthrown for a while. Same with us. Same with America. So I'm sure they're on some way behind it, partially. Okay, but I do want to start off with SEAL Team 6 invading Maduro's hideout / bunker. It's incredible, man. Look at this.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I'm going to try to be quiet.
Complete AI creation.
How do you capture a high-value target when the whole world is watching? You create a masterclass in deception. The CIA set the stage with a single building as bait and filled the sky with 150 aircraft to create a deafening sonic shield for the helicopters to drop Delta forces. F-35s lit up the perimeter, turning night into day. By the time the dust settled, the helicopters had already touched down and Maduro was gone. We'll also look at how the U.S. uses the F-35 jets in its Navy to launch a large-scale attack, all in the video ahead. In the dead of night that is 2 in the morning, the lights went out in Caracas. By 5 a.m., the president of Venezuela was gone. But how U.S. played a deception game. While the whole world were focused on the aircraft carriers in the Caribbean, a shadow war was being fought on the ground. This wasn't an invasion, it was a surgical extraction.
No bloodshed.
We finally have the declassified timeline of how U.S. forces breached the heart of Caracas and extracted Nicolas Maduro. Let's start with step 1. The setup. This didn't happen overnight. For months, the U.S. had been tightening a naval quarantine around Venezuela. The U.S. Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group and the U.S. Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group were parked off the coast. The pretext was clear. The U.S. designated the Venezuelan government a narco-terrorist state, specifically targeting the drugs lords. But while the Navy squeezed the coast, intelligence assets were tracking one man. They waited for a specific window, a moment where Maduro was stationary.
Pause for a second. I do believe that was a narco they have been shipping drugs, and I just read today they seized $700 million from him in assets. And he's not
and vulnerable.
involved with oil anymore, too. So that's crazy amount of money.
Step 2, the strike. It began at exactly 2
And they caught his stepson with large amounts of cocaine.
in the morning Venezuelan Standard Time. High above, several F-35 stealth fighters punch a hole through the enemy lines, destabilizing their anti-air defenses.
Okay.
Like these Russian S-300 missiles
you're
located all over the strategic high-value target. With the skies clear, the
Yeah,
path
those
opens for
Avion,
Delta Force helicopters to
Those
fly
Avion,
straight
the
towards the
podcast,
mission.
if you ever
Here
want
comes
to-
the deception as the helicopters flew. The jets started firing with more strikes as it hit Fort Tuna, the main military base and command center, and La Carlova Air Base, destabilizing Venezuelan air support. Reports from the ground described widespread explosions and a sudden communications blackout. The chaos wasn't the goal, it was the cover. But how did the raid happen? We have to look at step 3. Under the cover of darkness and chaos, the Tier 1 operators went to work. But what is the exact unit tasked with the mission? It is the Delta Force, one of the most elite secretive special forces units in the US military. Witnesses in Caracas reported low-flying aircraft skimming the rooftops, flying well below radar coverage. The team reached a secure compound believed to be a safe house within the massive Fort Tuna complex. Resistance from the Venezuelan Presidential Guard was swift but ultimately futile, as the helicopters lay cover fire. The operators moved with surgical speed, landing on multiple points. But how exactly the capture and extraction happened? For this, let's look at step 4. Specialized helicopters hovered over the objective to insert the assault team. While dozens of attack helicopters laid down suppression fire, the Delta Special Forces descended and started the search
Hold on, let's look at
for the
that.
hoppers laid down suppression.
Look at that. Oh my God. You got 6 choppers. You got 6 choppers literally in a circle. That's
fire.
crazy.
The Delta Special Forces descended and started the search for the high-value
badass.
targets. How did they find him? Simple. The CIA had planted spy inside Nicolás Maduro close circle.
Someone flipped on him for $50 million.
While back in the US, Delta Force built an exact replica of his safe house, rehearsing the raid until they could do it blindfolded. While operators
For
breached the
50
room
mil.
so fast, his security could not even react to the situation as the sound of flash grenades disoriented the security guard. Using blowtorch, they caught him before he could even lock all the doors. Maduro's shock and awe froze him as Delta Force reached the compound. Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were physically secured. This wasn't a negotiation. They were detained and immediately moved to the extraction point. These aircraft are capable of performing urban extractions from buildings and refueling in midair. Within minutes, they were airborne, leaving Venezuelan airspace and heading to a secure floating staging base in the Caribbean. This Operation Southern Spear has changed the geopolitical map of South America overnight. But wait before after the extractions, there were reports of F-35 jets also leading the tip of the spear for the attack. We'll look how the United States used F-35 jets.
Okay, time out. Well, look how we spelled states, bro.
The spear
Come on,
for the
bro.
attack.
Bruh.
We'll look how the United States used F-35 jets instead of
United
F-16s
States.
for operations in Venezuela. Because this is a well-organized and militarized Venezuela has positioned advanced Russian S-300 missile systems, Chinese radar networks, integrated Russian air defenses, and Shahed drones along its borders. This creates a highly lethal and challenging environment that older S-16 aircraft carrier and surveillance plane to turn it into a massive command and control.
The amount of firepower and ships, choppers, SEAL team or Delta Force. I mean, that operation is just clean and it's badass. It really is. It's badass. So, my thoughts on that. Overall, badass. I really do think it's badass.
However, not
The oil,
capable
man. These politicians do something for us, though. If you're getting that oil, you're getting all that money. Finally, do something for the people, bro. Honestly, though, I feel like Trump would do more for the people than Kamala or Joe Biden. I really do. But do I think he's still a politician? Yeah, I think he is. He's not perfect. I don't agree with all the things he says or does. There's definitely flaws, but I do think he is the better candidate and the better choice. I mean, think about it. We've had 0 illegal aliens enter in this country. I mean, 16 million and 0. You gotta. I mean, that was a big problem. Now let's focus on the mass protests in Iran.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore, and it works.
I didn't look into it that much, but from what I can see, the Iranian people are overthrowing Soleimani and the government. And it's definitely backed by the U.S. and Israel. They've been wanting to get rid of, the powers that be in Iran.
International news now, the deadly situation in Iran.
I'm not 100% sure why. I could guess. I think because they have a deep hatred for Israel, and they set up all these shadow armies and like Hamas and Hezbollah. I mean, they feed hundreds of millions of dollars to these organizations to wipe out Israel. So I could see why.
Iran, as fiery protests stretch into a third week there.
I can see why they're backing it up.
Threatening U.S. military action if Iran's leaders continue a lethal crackdown on their own citizens. Now he says,
is it just me though, or is Trump just going crazy? Like he wants to get involved in Iran. He's Venezuela, then Iran, and then he's gonna be Cuba, Mexico. It's like he's going hammer now. He's going crazy.
Wants to negotiate. Holly Williams is just across the border in Iraq.
At a morgue near Tehran, the Iranian capital, this video appears to show row after row of body bags. Just some of those killed during anti-regime protests.
What was that?
Bags. Just some of those killed during anti-regime.
Hold on, dude. That is human?
Body bags. Just some of those killed.
That does not look. It looks like a bear. That does not look like a human.
During anti-regime protests.
I don't know, man. There's a lot
At
of
least
propaganda
648 demonstrators have lost their lives, according to one human rights monitoring group.
That
though we cannot independently verify that.
If it could be real thing.
The mass protests began last month, fueled by Iran's flailing economy. Some are openly calling for the end of the Islamic Republic.
It's happening in Syria.
Videos posted online appear to show Iranian security forces responding with gunfire.
We're looking at some very strong options.
President Trump has repeatedly threatened to hit Iran hard if protesters are killed. A U.S. official told CBS News that Trump's been briefed on options for military strikes inside Iran. The Iranian government held its own rallies today, warning it'll retaliate against any U.S. attack. We're ready to face you, said the Speaker of Iran's parliament. Come and see what will happen to American bases, ships, and forces. But President Trump said Sunday that behind closed doors, the Iranian regime is seeking a diplomatic solution to this crisis.
Yesterday, the leaders of Iran called. Iran wants to negotiate, yes. We may meet with them.
Iran's threat to retaliate against a U.S. attack is concerning where we are, just across the border in Iraq. Tony, there are U.S. bases here in Iraq and around 2,000 American troops.
Holly Williams for us tonight. Holly, thank you very much.
Interesting, man. Interesting. Sorry, I was on my phone. I made a TikTok earlier today about CTA transit and how dangerous and bad it is. And I take the red line every morning, and it's bad, man. And I'm in sobriety myself, so I know the struggle. But man, you got people going crazy on there, man, wilding out. It's horrible. Damn, we got 900 views. Ooh-wee. TikTok's pretty cool, man. I like TikTok. All right, man. Let's go on X. I want to see X. Minnesota sued him, Homeland Security over ICE operations. You just had billions and billions of dollars of fraud happen, and you guys didn't even flinch. They're embarrassing. That mayor is embarrassing. You could tell he's just, by looking at him, I don't know, makes me angry. Look at this. Right? I was just talking about, look, welfare use rates in Minnesota by households with children. Native households with children is the yellow. Somali immigrant households with children, 89%. Whew. And some of those people probably do really have to have help. But I mean, 89%, that's crazy. That's a lot, man. It feels like they're just, taking advantage of the system. And it sucks for the people who really do need it, probably can't even get on it because there's so many. I mean, 89% is a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Minnesota. Wow. From 2020 to 2025, Minnesota has been on the map, and for all the wrong reasons. I mean, riots, protests, burning everything. The George Floyd incident. It's a lot, man. There's a lot of problems over there. 2020 was dangerous, man. Dangerous time, man. Vladimir Putin says he doesn't fear the UK because they can't even stop rubber boats invading their country or foreigners raping their women and kids. Wow. He's bold, man. And hate him or love him, he rules a country with, I think, close to 100 million people. Or no, 10 million. I don't know. Let's see. How many people are in Russia? So he got to have something about him to be leading that many people. 146 million? Holy sh! That's crazy, man. So yeah, he's got to be doing something right there. Because, I mean, he's interesting. He's an interesting guy, man. Can't deny that. Anyway, things been good though, man. Things been good. Get my mind right again. You know, sobriety has been a blessing. Just gotta keep on the right path. I got a lot of motivation on this page. I don't know, man. X is confusing. Sometimes I have to log on to different accounts because this is about politics, not about You know who's funny on X? Nick Fuentes. And Elon's pretty good too, man. Let's see what Elon usually posts the latest. So let's see what he's got. Pretty cool. That is true, man. How dumb is it we can't pass security voting laws when we have the House, the Senate, and the presidency? Something that needs to be talked about because it's a big problem. We see it in 2020. It's a big problem. California's NGOs, $593 billion a year. See, I'm not too familiar with all that, but interesting. When elections expand more for illegal immigrants, illegal immigrants flow in, they'll embarrass no folks. True, very true.
What is happening right now? What?
We need a vehicle that is bigger
Look at big vacuum. What? What the? God. That is so true, man. Elon Musk buying X might be the most single important thing because now you see it. You could a lot of things were shadow banned and not even be able to post. A lot of things weren't even able to post on Instagram and Facebook, but you're seeing it now. Like, seems like they opened it all up. Now you could say and post whatever you want, which I think is a good thing. You should be able to express yourself, man, and not let the people judge. That's the first. It's the first, honestly, first rule. Freedom of speech. So really focus on the voter ID, man. Oh shit! I think Nick Fuentes is going live tonight. Today's Monday, right? Yeah. Hell yeah. You watching that for sure, man. He's a interesting cat, man. He just lives I mean, it's not that far, LaGrange. Went to Lyons Township, man. And it's crazy that you just see him blowing up, you know. So there's a lot of interesting shit, and a lot of it's true. Most of it's true. Oh, yeah, he is turning tonight. Yes. 9 p.m. Damn. Hopefully one day we'll get there. We'll get there, man. Hopefully. Get man, I got 0 live viewers. That's all right. One day we'll get there, man. I haven't really been posting on YouTube. I haven't been doing shorts. I haven't been doing videos, so that's on me. I've been slacking, and I haven't really been promoting it either, but we'll get there. You know, I'm gonna that's the goal for 2026. I got it written down, everything, man. To blow this channel up. And I think it's gonna happen with podcasts. I really do. You know, I gotta find out how to make clips, because there's a lot of there's some videos I got out there that I could clip, but I think we're gonna make it with podcasts. Sean, I'd love to have you on, man. I'd love to have you on the podcast. I always talk about sobriety and stuff. Whenever you want, man. We could do it, you know. We'll get the rest of the guys on the floor. We could just sit around and talk shit, you know. That's what I'm doing right now. Literally just talking shit. No, they're not. I know for a fact that's what they do. What's that?
Sofa.
Is it nice? Dude, look at that sofa. We got a truck though, no? We can find a pickup truck. I could text my buddy. He's got a truck. I mean, I can make some calls. Will it fit in the back of the truck? How big is it? Is it like that size or?
I can sleep on it. So it's
Yeah, it should fit.
big cushions and love in the back. Wait, he wants that. Yeah, but we gotta root that.
I'm gonna start doing this more often. I just like talking bullshit. Fun. Podcast coming soon, man. I promise. And things are good. Things are good, man. God is good. I can't complain. Big things are coming. I feel it. I really do. I feel it. It's coming. This is it. 2026. All right, fellas, ladies, I'm out.